All right, everybody, welcome to the True Alien Podcast. I'm Adrian Smith, your host, and we are ready for another awesome paranormal probe.
Absolutely, Adrian.
Now, listeners, get ready because this story we've got lined up for you today is truly something else. It's like it was ripped straight out of a video game, but our sources are telling us it's 100% true. We're talking aliens, first contact, and, well, let's just say things get a little bit weird.
What's so fascinating to me is how this story flips our usual expectations on their head. We're not talking about an alien invasion or some advanced species looking to conquer us. Instead, we've got bureaucracy, intergalactic treaties, and a gamer who ends up representing all of humanity.
You got it. So our story starts with this guy named David. David is a self-described gamer nerd, you know the type. Spends most of his time in front of his screen avoiding sunlight and those pesky real-life problems.
A classic introvert. I can relate.
Totally. Yeah. And honestly, who can blame him? Video games are awesome. But anyway, David's life takes a pretty dramatic turn when get this, a bulbous, slightly rusty-looking alien ship crash lands right on his high school's football field. Not exactly this sleek, futuristic spacecraft we usually picture, right?
It's a striking image, isn't it? This rusty, almost clunky spaceship. It makes you wonder about the vastness of the universe and the sheer variety of technology out there. Just because we haven't encountered it doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
It's a good point. So you've got this spaceship plonked down in the middle of the football field. Imagine the chaos. Teenagers freaking out, everyone trying to get the perfect selfie with the alien hull. And in the middle of all this is David, probably wishing he was back in his room playing the latest RPG.
I can picture him now, surrounded by all this commotion, completely out of his element.
Exactly. And that's when Maya, David's friend, enters the scene. Now, Maya is described in the sources as having a perpetual allergy to common sense. She sees the spaceship, she sees the aliens, and she just shoves David forward, yelling, "You're the strategy master, go talk to them."
Oh no, Maya sounds like the kind of friend who'd get you into all sorts of trouble.
The best kind of friend. Maybe not in this situation, but definitely makes for a great story. So David, thanks to Maya's enthusiastic push, finds himself face-to-face with the aliens. And it turns out, these aliens aren't here to conquer or destroy. They're more like, well, cosmic bureaucrats.
It's the last thing you'd expect from an alien encounter, right? Bureaucrats from outer space. What does that even look like? Do they have intergalactic forms to fill out? Staplers shaped like spaceships? It's an image that just sparks the imagination.
Totally. So it turns out there's this thing called the Treaty of Lesser Civilizations, and Clause 8b of this treaty states that any new species entering the galactic community has to engage in a first contact duel.
A duel, so like a trial by combat to determine a civilization's worth. That's fascinating. It suggests a very different way of resolving conflict or establishing hierarchy. It makes you wonder if violence is a common theme in their interactions with other species.
That's exactly what I was thinking. So the aliens have their champion ready, a 9-foot-tall, insult-spewing monstrosity, an Earth's champion. Well, you already know, it's our boy David, complete with his slouchy posture, and probably still holding that half-eaten bag of chips.
The visual contrast is just hilarious. This hulking alien warrior versus David. It really underlines how unpredictable first contact could be. You just never know what to expect.
Absolutely. And Maya, ever the optimist, cheers David on with a level-up loser. I mean, talk about confidence,
It's
right?
almost touching, in a way. Her unwavering belief in him, even when he's clearly outmatched. It speaks to the power of friendship and the importance of having someone in your corner, no matter how crazy the situation.
And how crazy Right. Now, David's training montage is something else entirely. Forget the inspirational music and the grueling workouts. We're talking Coach Grumbly using this whole situation as an excuse to make the kids run laps.
I bet Coach Grumbly was secretly thrilled. Finally, an alien invasion he could use to his advantage.
Right. And then you've got Maya feeding David all this questionable alien pop culture she's found online. Tentacle wrestling techniques, weird rituals involving cosmic energy, who knows what else. Talk about being thrown into the deep end.
It's a great reminder that sometimes the information we find online isn't exactly accurate or helpful. Always double-check your sources, folks, especially when preparing for an intergalactic duel.
So the day of the duel arrives, and the arena is something else. Lasers, exploding pits, basically everything you'd expect from an alien deathmatch. But David, he doesn't panic. Instead, he approaches the whole thing like it's a video game.
It's a perfect example of how our experiences shape our responses to even the most bizarre situations. For David, this wasn't a fight for survival, it was a puzzle to be solved.
Exactly. He's talking about pattern recognition, resource management, and exploiting glitches in the boss's attack patterns. He's basically speedrunning an alien encounter, dodging lasers with this awkward flailing and muttering things like Boss Fight Tuesday, remember the glitch where it's chaotic, it's hilarious, and somehow it's working.
It's a brilliant subversion of the classic hero trope. David isn't strong or conventionally skilled, but he's smart and resourceful. He uses his unique skill set, honed through years of gaming, to overcome seemingly insurmountable odds. What a fantastic message for all of us, wouldn't you say?
Totally. And his victory is just as unconventional as you'd expect. He uses strategically placed cookies, thanks to his mom's baking skills, a slingshot he made out of joystick parts, and a healthy dose of good luck to send the alien champion tumbling into an unstable reactor. Not exactly a heroic sword fight, but hey, it got the job done.
I love how the source material describes the aliens' reaction as faintly disturbed. They clearly weren't expecting David to win, let alone in such a bizarre way.
Right. They probably thought they were dealing with a primitive species. And here's David, outsmarting their champion with cookies and broken video game parts. Talk about a humbling experience.
It's a great reminder that intelligence comes in many forms. We shouldn't underestimate anyone, regardless of their background or appearance. Who knows what hidden talents they might possess?
Absolutely. But the story doesn't end there. David's unexpected victory is broadcasted across the galaxy, making him an intergalactic celebrity overnight. But the real prize isn't fame. It's Earth's entry into the galactic trade network. Specifically, something called the Scrappy Underdogs trade route. Apparently, there's a whole section of the galaxy dedicated to species that won their first contact duels in unconventional ways.
Scrappy underdogs. I love that. It's a perfect testament to the power of unconventional thinking and the idea that anyone can achieve great things no matter their starting point.
Exactly. So what's Earth trading? Cookies for advanced tech, game walkthroughs for anti-gravity boots, and apparently there's a whole market for strategies on how to beat tentacle-based sports. It's a wild mix of the mundane and the extraordinary.
It's a fantastic commentary on the unexpected ways different cultures might interact and find value in each other's seemingly insignificant offerings. It really opens up the possibilities of what intergalactic trade might look like.
Absolutely. So the story ends with David, bruised but definitely not broken, ready to face his next challenge, a rematch against a group of space pirates. And of course, Maya's right there with him, ready for more intergalactic chaos.
David's journey is a great example of how even the most unlikely heroes can rise to the occasion. He went from being a gamer who avoided the real world to saving Earth and becoming an intergalactic celebrity.
It's a testament to the power of adaptability, wouldn't you say? He took his existing skills, applied them to a completely unexpected situation, and came out on top. Makes you wonder what hidden potential we all have waiting to be unlocked.
Exactly. You never know what seemingly insignificant skill you have might become incredibly valuable in the vast universe.
Absolutely. And there you have it, folks. The story of David, the gamer who accidentally saved Earth and paved the way for intergalactic trade in cookies and video game guides. It's a reminder that sometimes the most unlikely heroes come from the most unexpected places.
And that the skills we develop, even in our leisure time, can have a profound impact on the world around us. Who knows, maybe your passion for knitting or your knowledge of obscure trivia could be the key to saving the planet one day.
It's definitely something to think about. So until next time, keep looking up and remember, you never know what strange adventure might be waiting just around the corner.
And remember, in a universe full of possibilities, never underestimate the power of a well-placed cookie.
Words to live by. Thanks for joining us on the True Alien Podcast. We'll see you next time for another Paranormal Probe.